Let's take a look.
Greetings and welcome to this guide video. In this video I'm going to be looking at this sequence here. This is a live match example. It's not the best example. I'm playing a lot of PoE 2 right now, so I don't really have too much time to play online matches. I'm just kind of labbing Venom right now mostly, but that is the sequence I'm going to be looking at. I'll start off by showing it beating pretty much every single defensive option the opponent can pick for the most part, and the ones it doesn't beat, you have options to beat it. But yeah, I like to show this. I know some people don't really care to see this stuff, but I prefer to show what I'm seeing rather than just tell you, because you know, I like to prove what I'm seeing so you know it's not just a load of bull. But yeah, it beats DPs, it beats mashes, it beats jumps, it beats throws. You can technically backdash out of it. Oh yeah, it beats reversal supers. You can technically backdash out of it, but the opponent needs to know what side you're going to be on in order to backdash out of it, and you can stay same side with the right option. Yeah, so you can backdash out of it, but you do have options to stop that. If you do a jump D, you will stay same side, and it kind of beats the backdash. And I don't really know if the opponent can visually tell. Jump D, when used in the air, when you're already airborne, it has a 19 frame startup, so it's pretty damn difficult to react to if you're already in the air, but you can obviously cross up with a jump S. That right there, the deflect shield, you can beat that as well with the correct option. I just wanted to show here that it's very plus on block. You can block string from it on landing, but what's this one? Oh yeah, I'm just showing that it can loop into itself. Depending on whether you want to do close slash 6H or 5k 6H, you might need to make some adjustments to it, because it is a bit finicky, as I'll see right now. I think this one whiffs. Yeah, it is a bit finicky, but you can adjust it in different ways to make sure that you do get the correct sequence that you want into the correct mix-up that you want. What's this one? Yeah, you just skip the 2k and go for 2D if you want to do close slash into 6H. For some reason the 6H always whiffs there when I do close slash, don't know why. I don't think DPs are particularly good against this, because you do have multiple ways of crossing up or staying on the same side depending on what you want, so it's not really that good. But against characters like Leo, who don't really care about cross-ups, you can get some pretty snazzy combos, and the damage isn't that bad for Venom, in all honesty. It's pretty damn good. Venom normally doesn't get very high damage from his combo routes, but I find that if you're going for like bait and punishes like this is actually one of the reasons why I like this setup so much, and I've been using it a lot, is that there's a lot of situations in it where, depending on the options you pick, you can bait your opponent into doing something very risky, and then you can cash out pretty big with Venom. I find that's how you get the best damage output with them. Oh yeah, this one here, it's just, it's the same combo I just did, but I just wanted to show that sometimes the 2H will wall splat, and sometimes it doesn't, and if you're going for a wall break, you're better off using the Navarrete, whatever it's called, the run out super, because it does more damage. But if you can summon balls before you do the super, it affects the damage scaling somehow. Basically, it does more damage the more balls you have on screen. So try and pull a ball whenever you have an opportunity with the run out super. With this combo, I wanted to show that you don't have to do the cross under with the dash cancel. You can stay same side if you want. So, you know, in different situations where you might not want to side swap, you have an option there. The jump D same side option isn't safe to reversals, as I'll show now. However, you do have a bit of a cheeky way that you can stay same side and be safe. You can do the 5k 6H version, which keeps you same side, but it's a bit more obvious, right? You can tell because of the 5k. However, if you let the 2D hit twice before doing the close slash, you stay same side with the jump S. So, you know, if you're playing against an opponent who isn't the most observant as to what you're doing, you might be able to get away with some cheeky side swap stuff just based on the 2D. Now, I'm using 2k 2D in the video predominantly just to show this setup, just for, you know, the sake of time. I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. However, any combo route that has Dark Angel in it leads into this exact same setup. So as soon as you do Dark Angel, I like to do instant air dash forward walk into close slash or 5k, just because it's really consistent for me doing it that way. But after you do the close slash or 5k, you can do the 6H into heavy slash ball set, and you can do the exact same setups I've been showing off 2k 2D. You can stay on the same side, you can cross up, you can do all the fake crap I'm going to show off in a minute, all the weird resets and strike throw games and everything else that comes with this. There's a lot of different options you can do here, and because you can get it from Dark Angel, it is very loopable. What's this one? Oh yeah, this is the jump S ball whiff. This creates a lot of funny opportunities that you can do. So you can do something like this, right? The command grab. Good thing about Venom's command grab is that he gets insane corner carry from this, so you can break the wall very frequently, which is very good for Venom because Dark Angel is one of the best supers in the game, and I find one of the best ways to play Venom right now is just to use Dark Angel as much as possible, so having a setup where you can get a command grab like that is really neat. Yeah, I'm just showing a couple different command grab combos just to show the stupid corner carry you can get with this and some of the snazzy routes you can do. There's more optimal and like advanced routes than this, but once again, I kind of just like to make, you know, basic stuff, not necessarily basic stuff, but you know, easy stuff for new players who are looking to get into the character. Plus, Venom's quite a technical character and, you know, things can get scrambly really quickly, so having some basic stuff just to default to in those chaotic situations can be very useful. Right here I'm just showing the basic mix, you know, delay jump D for an overhead, jump S whiff into 2k for a low, whiff jump S command grab, or dash throw for your throw mix. So right there you have, you know, overhead low throw mix just out the gate, and you can block string from the jump S as well if you want. So very basic stuff you can rely on when you need it. And like I said earlier, you can beat the deflect shield by making the, you know, the ball whiff there, and you get some really awesome snazzy super high damage combos from this. So it's not going to happen often, this stuff, but I had a lot of fun labbing this crap, so I just wanted to show it off. Also remember, this is like a side swap situation, so the opponent has to know you're going to cross up to do the deflect shield anyway, so it's not very likely to happen a lot of the times, but when it does, they just die. And this is just a, you know, my default basic close slash counter hit combo route. Again, there's probably way more optimal versions than this, but this is just really, really easy to do, and once again, it loops back into the setup. However, when you're near the wall bounces off the wall and triggers a deflect shield, which I thought was kind of funny. What's this one? Yeah, side swap combo. This one's a bit more advanced. It can be a bit tricky with the 5k dash cancel stuff, because you have to hit the opponent and the ball, but you don't want the ball to hit the opponent. It gets really weird. There's like a jump S sequence as well, where you can do a really cool combo, but unfortunately I couldn't get it properly for the recording, so I had to skip that. Now we'll look at the 5k 6h version, because this does have different options from the close slash 6k version. Once again, I'm just showing that it's a safe option, just like the it's a, you know, like safe to, you know, wake up options from the opponent. So just like the close slash 6h version, not really too much you need to worry about here for the most part. With this clip, I'm showing that you can do a whiff jump H into a 2k meaty or a close slash meaty. 2k is good if you're going for low overhead mix, so instead of doing jump H, you're doing jump D instead. The close slash is the better meaty because of the big counter hit effect, and it has 6 active frames, which makes it a lot better at catching backdash, as you're about to see now with this combo route slash setup. It's very important with this combo route that you cancel the 6H after it hits the ball that you set up beforehand. It's kind of neat. I really like this combo route because of the way that you interact with the balls in a weird way, and you've got to like set it up first and do stuff, but it is very important that you don't cancel the 6H early, otherwise you won't hit the ball and you lose damage, and depending on the route that you pick, it might not even convert anymore. Yeah, this is just a different setup you can do. There's a lot of stuff you can do here with this, honestly. I had to stop labbing this because I kept finding stuff, and once again the video was going to be massively long if I kept doing it, or it would never have been made because of just, you know, I wouldn't have stopped labbing. But yeah, it's a really cool route, and if you catch a backdash, you get massive damage with Venom. I genuinely was shocked when I saw the damage this thing does on Venom. It's just like, wow. It's really good. Really good. Yeah, and it's sick, man. Using the 6H to hit the ball that's behind you to combo into Dark Angel, super awesome. Not only can you do the close slash meaty off of the whiff jump H, but because you have time there to do what you want, you can either go for a throw or a command grab as well. I'm showing the throw setup first because this is interesting. It's the exact same as a normal throw setup, but you don't have to go for the ball set K first. This allows you to get an air dash in there and still keep yourself safe to reversals. However, as you just saw, it's still vulnerable to 6p, but because you can stay on the same side or cross up, you can like muck up your opponent's inputs, you know, and make them, you know, instead of getting 6p, they'll get 5p, and if they get 5p, they get counter hit. So it is basically just the same setup you'd use on a throw, but better, honestly. And this right here is just me showing that this is a genuine cross-up. All of this stuff I'm showing right now is genuine cross-ups. I'm controlling the white-haired Venom here, and I'm holding back the entire time and everything crosses up. I just wanted to show that. Once again, visual proof that what I'm saying is, you know, true, not just me making stuff up. You can also go with an empty jump version. This will also cross up. The ball will hit cross up here. As you can see, I'm controlling the white-haired Venom here, and it did cross up. I like this version a lot, and it's the version you saw me using in the real match example at the start of the video, because since you're not committing to a jump normal, you're safe to DPs and reversal supers and 6Ps if you mistime it, or if they guess right on the 6P, right, you can still block. If the ball hits cross up, you can land and go close slash for a combo, so you know, close slash 2H route, whatever, close slash 2D for setup, whatever you like. This right here is just a version of a combo route you can do from an empty jump that I like to use. It's very easy, very basic. Once again, it's just my default combo route from close slash when I have resource. So it's really easy to do. And once again, because I'm using Dark Angel, this combo route leads back into the exact same setup that I've been using and showing throughout this entire video. And this right now is just a command grab combo you can get from this setup. The command grab combos don't tend to do that much damage, but the corner carry and wall break potential is insane. And because of how strong Venom's Dark Angel super is, you want to have as much tension as possible. So even though the command grab doesn't do that much damage, I think the utility of it is really good for Venom. That right there was not the optimal combo. I just really like the fact that you suck the ball from off screen, and you know, it just looks good, and I thought it was really funny. But this is technically the more optimal version, but it does like 2 more damage, and it's not as cool in my opinion. And now I'll just show the basic mix-up versions you can do from this. Again, there's probably more advanced stuff than this, but I think having the basics down, so when things get scrambly or you're not sure about the situations, you can just default to this stuff. This one is quite interesting. I need to look into this one a little bit more because it's kind of neat that you can do this, but yeah, I haven't tested it too much. It might be completely safe on block. Yeah, but I need to test it more. The low version is obvious, just the 2K, so jump D for the overhead, 2K for the low. I think you'll probably want to delay the 2K a little bit just to try and match the timing with the overhead, just to try and counteract any, you know, like fuzzy blocking attempts the opponent might do. And this right here is the more common setup. If you've been watching high level players play the game, this setup is the one that they're using most of the time. I prefer my setup, but this setup's probably more optimal, but I always like to find my own way to play the game, play my characters. However, both setups do lead into one another, so you can rotate between them just to be like tricky and, you know, unpredictable. And command grab damage. Oh yeah, I bet you weren't expecting to see that. Venom can get command grab damage in the right situations with the right setups. It's not easy to do, but you can do it. The command grab has like weird damage properties. It has its own like damage system. It doesn't scale damage when, you know, the opponent is in the ball, so you can get actually very good damage from the command grab in the correct situations, but it is quite tricky to do, so I thought I'd put in an easier version and a harder version. I need to look into the wild assault stuff a little bit more, but that'll be for a future video. I might be uploading a little bit slowly over the next couple days / weeks because I am currently playing PoE 2, so I don't know how frequently I'll be able to upload, but I will try to upload as frequently as I can while still playing some PoE 2 because I am enjoying it, even though the game's a bit buggy right now. But with that being said, I will bring this video to an end. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.